high. Paris has a continental climate characterized by hot, sweltering summers and cold winters. The rains are frequent, with average levels of precipitation somewhat higher than those of London, and are spread throughout the year. The language, its official language is French. Accommodation. If you are looking for a good place to stay and your plan is romantic, Hotel Malte Hotel is a wonderful choice to rest. Well known for its romantic setting and proximity to get restaurants and attractions, Hotel Made as Hotel makes it easy to enjoy the best of Paris. Hotel Malte Opera is a romantic hotel with a flat-screen TV, air conditioning, and minibar in the rooms, and it's easy to stay connected during your stay, as it offers free Wi-Fi for guests. The hotel features a 24-hour front desk, a concierge, and room service. Plus, guests can enjoy a breakfast buffet, which has made this a popular choice among travelers visiting Paris. For those interested in checking out popular landmarks while visiting Paris, Malte Opera Hotel is located a short distance from Montmartre and Champs-Élysées. The famous place to visit, Montmartre, which is small cobbled street, its surprising basilica, its artistic, its bistros. Montmartre is full of charm. Nestled on top of a hill in the 8th arrondissement, the most famous Parisian neighborhood hasn't changed much since the day when artists of the 9th and 20th century like it. A true melting pot of art and source of inspirations for cinema. Montmartre continues to marvel in those who walk through it, and undoubtedly part of unavoidable of stay in Paris. Champs-Élysées, considered the most beautiful avenue in the world, the Champs-Élysées are on the symbols of Paris. Tourist, monumental, luxurious, cultural, festive, charming. You can enjoy so many things. Guided visit the avenue des Champs-Élysées no longer appears. It is one of the most visited places in the capital, with almost 300,000 visitors a day. People come here to admire the great monuments, go shopping, be great at the great events. Night and day, something is always happening on the most beautiful avenue in the world. Arch of Triumph. The Arc de Triomphe is, along with the Eiffel Tower, the most representative monument of Paris, with dimensions of 50 meters high and a base of 45 by 22 meters. The Arc de Triomphe represents the victories of the French army under the orders of Napoleon. Despite being much lower in height than the Eiffel Tower, the views from the top of the Arc de Triomphe are just as impressive. The dynamism of Paris at the confluence of 12 of its main adventures is worth admiring. The views of the Champs-Élysées and the Barrio de la Défense are not worth the climb. To enter the interior of the Arc and climb to the top, it's necessary to pay an entrance fee and climb the 286 steps that separate the terrace from the ground. Inside we will all see a small museum and information about its construction. Louvre Museum. Opened at the end of the 18th century, the Louvre Museum is the most important museum in France and one of the most visited in the world. It currently receives more than 8 million visitors each year. Forming from the collection of the French monarchy at the looting carried out during the Napoleon Empire. The Louvre Museum opened its doors in 1793, showing a new model of museum, which passed from the hands of the ruling class to the enjoyment of the general public. The Louvre collection comprised nearly 300,000 works prior to 1948, of which approximately 35,000 are on display. The immense collection is organized thematically into different departments: Oriental antiquities, Egyptian antiquities, Greek, Roman, and Etruscan antiquities, history of the Louvre and the medieval Louvre, painting, sculpture, art, objects, graphic arts, and Islamic art. Among the most important parts in the museum is worth highlight the following: the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, Liberty Leading the People by Delacroix, the Wedding at Cana by Burroughs. Among the supers, the most outstanding work are the Venus de Milo of ancient Greece, the Set Script of ancient Egypt, the Winged Victory of Samothrace from the Hellenistic period of ancient Greece. Eiffel Tower. Built in 1889 for the Universal Exposition, the Eiffel Tower became the main symbol of Paris and is the most visited monument in the world. Except for those who suffer from vertigo, climbing the Eiffel Tower is a unique experience that is practically a must for all visitors to Paris. It's possible to access the tower both by elevator and by stairs around. Before deciding of the second option, it's necessary to know that there are 1,665 steps. Visa requirements to travel to this country. Currently, Colombians don't need a visa to travel to France. They only have to have a valid passport and gather the regulatory documentation to enter the French country. Colombian passport holders will need to meet the following requirements to France: have a valid Colombian passport with a maximum validity of 3 months from the departure of the European Schengen territory. Round-trip plane ticket Colombia-France. Proof of accommodation. It can be a hotel reservation or invitation letter. Documents that prove that you have enough money to pay for your stay in France. Medical expenses and repatriation insurance. In 2024, the visa waiver for French ETIAS abroad is immediate obligatory nature is not expected. In Paris, you should do a free walking tour so you can get to know the city better. You should get a restaurant guide. You should stay at least 3 days to visit more places. You should have a good tour guide to take you to the most emblematic place. You should have good tennis shoes and comfortable clothes to walk around the city. You should have a good tour guide to take you to the most emblematic places. You should rent a vehicle to transport yourself easily. You should use a map, otherwise you might get lost. You should go with your loved ones, they will not forget the experience. You should go have money in case you have an emergency. You have to book a reservation to go to the Louvre Museum. You have to book a reservation to go to the hotel.
You have to have a daily guide to your plans. You have to make papers to be able to enter the city. You can go to the French Basque Country will be to the link of all those. Second, with natural was to surf and swimming tongues one of the rest yachts. Two, you can go Disneyland, Paris, the best plan to do in France with children. You can go to the place of Versailles, former residence of. You can go to the place of Versailles, former residence of the kings of France is one of the best excursions from Paris. You can climb to the top of the Eiffel Tower, enjoy views from the top of the most iconic monument in Paris. You can go to the Louvre Museum, get up close and personal with the Mona and the Mona Lisa. You cannot enter the Eiffel Tower for free. You can take photos in museum and you can disrespect anyone. You cannot disrespect anyone. You cannot enter the place of Versailles for free. You cannot enter without a passport. Paris will have the green Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower, the icon of Paris, can be a new green lung every year. 7 million people visit the monument. And Paris will be one of the most iconic, beautiful, and romantic countries to get married and love between couples flourish. France will win the France will win the next World Cup since they are very good at soccer. Paris will clean its streets and will have cultural implementation for its future. Paris will be a world power in the years due to its good reputation for romanticism.